Welcome to 22nd June in the year of the 2025. I was like, why is it so dark? And then let me just turn this other light on. That's what's going on. There we go. Oh, let's do this one right now. Oh, hello. I know, Mister. I ate too much breakfast and now I am hungry again. How is everyone doing? Oh, that's right. Let me welcome you to the circus, this amazing shit show that is our creation. And on Sundays, the Stitch and Bitch is open. Oh man, the Stitch and Bitch is open today. Did I say I'm Phoenix Electra? Yup. I have red ruffles. I have some rolled hemming to finish, and then we have ruffles to stitch, and then ruffles to apply to Patchwork Perfection. There is a pair of red pants and a top mock-up that is most of the pattern pieces from the Choli top with a front center bust modification for a different style. But it looks like ruffles are up first, so that is where we shall begin. I have, as usual, my favorite narrow rolled hem foot, and as those who've been around for a moment have seen, or if this is your first time to the circus, I batch cut a gajillion strips. I roll hem them all one side and then rinse and repeat all the length of the other side. Then I switch to the ruffler foot, ruffle all of the lengths. These have the selvage edge on at the short ends. They're finished once I do the roll hemming on the long side. So sometimes I attach them and sometimes I say F it. And I will probably say F it because I'm in one of those moods. So the other night I cut a gajillion 10-inch lengths. I think I calculated I needed 12 and a half lengths. I think I cut more. That's all right. You can always cut them more narrow and make different or we can learn how to not talk like orcs. We will make different trim applications because naught goes to waste. I have not pulled the previously prepared pieces for the patchwork, which was going to be the house coat, but I'm not in love with that project. Oh, and I broke my thread. I knew it. So yeah. Just throwing stuff overboard already. It's one of those. Oh. Hey, you. Is Tier out there? He was out around this morning. I know. He had some breakfast already. Oh. Fluffernutters. Okay, you're right. We need some feline frolics first. What are you doing? Your tail's in in the center of the camera. Who's stealing the show now? Who is stealing the show? How dare he? How dare he? Little man. Yeah, it's a good thing where Fanny's small enough that we can both fit on the bench. Okay, we are becoming more put together. Just rethreading the machine. Where's our tension? Oh. Sometimes it just gets too pulled in between the tension discs, and it releases better if you talk to it gently. There we go. Yeah, because I figured I did not do much work on this dress this week. Actually, I did no work since Wednesday, so. Oh, he did bring us tea. I should have brought a hanky. It's okay. Everything's fine. We'll figure it out. Thank goodness for analog sewing machines. The sound of her is just a balm to my spirit during these trying times. It's also possible that I saw a report of a cat who reminded me, sounding of Rocky Road, who was found dead in a region that wouldn't surprise me. I hope it's not, but I haven't gone to investigate, because if I don't see him, then I don't have to know. Just hope that Rocky Road found a new home. But who knows? Who knows the way of the world? Not a simpleton such as I. Though, if you haven't done it, I know I've talked about this book before, mostly because I didn't know about Pawns in the Game by William Guy Carr until I did, and then once you read it, you can't unlearn what you learned there. So if you haven't, it's worth it. Old book it is not, but a glance into machinations it is. So yeah, the book recommendation of the week is yet again Pawns in the Game by William Guy Carr. Oh, but actually, that's funny, because he was a Brit turned Canadian. We've been watching Canadian MasterChef, and it got me thinking, what does it say about Canada that Canadian MasterChef, they don't have a native-born Canadian judge? Canada's so much immigrants and new immigrants, which is great. I come the right way. My answer to these questions are always, it's complicated. Oh, okay. But yeah, it was just interesting. Just interesting to me. It would have been nice if at least one of them, because I know on the American MasterChef, we know Gordon Ramsay's not, but the one whose mom was also a chef, he was born here. Who knows what his citizenship is? Oh, whatever. Who knows? I guess, never mind. Who knows? Who cares? Whatever. All right, Phoenix. Did we remember to sit up straight and smile extra big so that we can have the most perfect stitches? Oh, maybe, can I move? Do you want to see hands? Or do you want to just see this giant heap of pile of ruffles accumulating in front of me? Where can I? Just here, lay down, sweet. Or I guess I could just throw that end that's overboard and we could do a dramatic unrolling of the ruffles, but there will be an. Okay, that's good. Did I fuck up the audio? I hope not. Okay. Is that a cat? Hey, Loki. Hey, sweet boy. Yeah, thanks for the squinties. Yeah, we'll have some snackies in a little bit. You know, it's Sunday, so we gotta wait at least an hour or. Yeah. Oh, you know, it worked on Wednesday. Can we get. It has to be at least an hour and a goal of 10 seats. 10 fannies in seats across platforms. We'll set the bar really low today. Because cats getting snacks is one of my favorite parts of the show. Especially when Loki doesn't make me look bad, because... And it's so funny that Tyr, he's been showing up again since last Monday or whatever. Yesterday and today after his wherever he gallivanted. So of course, sucker us, gotta go bring him out some food. And this morning we brought some food and the crate back out, and he just walked into the crate just straight away. So don't, if your cat's food motivated and or you just need safety, just put your cat's food in their crate. They will have a positive association with food in my crate. I like this. Plus, it helps to distract cats if you have complex feeding regimes. So just do it, my friends. It's not that complicated. You crate your dogs. You can crate train your cats. I've done it successfully from street cat to safe cat in under 2 weeks, and my shortest record we just had is under 72 hours. So take that. But, all right, enough of that. Jammering. We'll get to. I'm so. I guess it'll keep coming up again, so I might as well just get it out of my system now. I was really hoping we could just make isolationism great again, but fuck that. Fuck that. And all of the these little shit things popping off all over at around the same time. Like, it's not. I don't think it's by chance anymore. Not since I read that stinking book. Go read it. I'll stop you. Phoenix, stop yammering about it. Remember, sit up straight and smile. We still need happy stitches. Because we're going to wear this amazing frock. And we're going to rock it fabulously. Patchworked perfection. With some eye breaks with the piping. The red that we're bringing in on the ruffle and waistband. Maybe also the sleeves. Because I don't know if the patch sleeves would sit as nicely, and I need to not sit to give myself pudendal neuralgia because that shit sucks. 0 out of 0 stars. do not recommend, which also means I'm not doing my prehab exercises, which, now that we don't feel good, are rehab and maintenance. That's all right. Being more active in our stitching. What, little dude? Why don't you come? Yeah, you're singing to everybody. You're grumpy. I haven't opened up the concession stand. Little man, why don't you come meow over here and let everybody know that you want them to show up right meow? Because if they show up meow, then I'll open up the concession stand. Yeah, no? Okay. Soon. Just not yet. Soon. I've got coffee. I also stitched more eyelets on the water-soluble stabilizer yesterday. I stitched the big ones, and then I was like, oh, there's so much space. Can I challenge myself to sew littler ones inside? And I did. So that was fun. So we've got, so if you want to get in on the eyelet sampler, not a real product, Gloopy eyelets for you at the low price of $159.95 for your Goopy eyelets sampler set. Be the first in your neighborhood to sport your Goopy eyelets. Oh, little man, they don't know what they're missing. They're sleeping on sewing. They don't know what they're missing. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's going to be a dramatic ruffle pulling. Not the most dramatic. I think that was the 25 yards, however crazy length the bottom tier of that ruffled can skirt was. Holy ruffle moly. That was such a satisfying pull. It's been 2 years and I still doesn't look like we've made a dent into this spool of thread, but we'll see. We'll get there. And then we'll be sad when it's gone and we start the next spool project. Not today. These links, let's see, they're like just 60-ish inches long. We stood the roll up next to us, and usually fabrics on the roll are 60-inch widths. Unfortunately, I'm just around 60 inches. I bring in my own 60-inch measuring stick everywhere I go. But let's see here. Word on the street from my sources is make sure that gas tanks are filled and any extra gas holding vessels are also filled today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Just do it now, unless you did it yesterday, in which case, good job. So that's our public service announcement for the day. And it was super funny. I had earlier in the day listened to S2 Underground's recap where he was talking about the mobilization of the 6 B-2s from Whitman. Is Whitman an Air Force base? We were trying to figure out I mean, I guess I could have just looked it up, but those assets had been mobilized from Whitman and were heading possibly to Guam or Diego Garcia or Iran. Iran, oh so far away. Because the mission really didn't need to be bomb, bomb, bomb. We did it. Fuck me. What people don't know they're missing by they're sleeping on the show. I was just smart enough to cut these clips out. Oh, and I have a clipping feature in Studio, and I know we're like hardly in. Maybe we'll try it. I also think maybe I might do a short locals exclusive just so we can finagle around with the direct RTMPS, because I went through uninstalled Streamlabs out that I was like, what did you do? Fuck this shit. Don't need it, don't want it. Got caught up with assets and realized we don't need that. So that is all ready to try out again, because I'm not. It's more complicated than we need, but maybe it will add some value somehow. So we'll try it again, but I need a low stakes. Not Phoenix, don't do it in front of one of your regular main shows when you're gonna like try out new stuff. You know better. Do it when on a time, or an associated platform where nobody's gonna know or show up. And we've been sleeping on locals. But I thought we said we were gonna at the beginning here, that was one of our goals, was to be better on locals, and it's almost July, and Phoenix, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not diversifying enough or promoting, because we're terrible at self-promotion. I just want people to show up when they're ready. And sometimes they're not ready fast enough for me. That's fine. We continue and persist. Oh my gosh, we are almost on our way on Rumbles to 40,000 all-time views. So that is amazing. We are also continuing on our goal, because we used to have a goal of getting 500 followers. We're on our way to 1,000, bitches. I'm gonna blow through that 500 and continue to be Rumble's premier sewing stream. Old machines, old biddies, practical pieces, performance pieces, art pieces. We've got it all. We've got it all. I know I've been and this morning it's afternoon Phoenix, and our soliloquy section has stopped. Now on to the sweet sounds of the Singer 27. Yeah, so we're almost done. Oh, we're almost done with the second rolled hem. I have a couple of links that are unstitched yet. We'll pleat this section and then see what we have left. But this portion almost done, which is great. Yeah, so I took a little time and did some roll hemming yesterday because it takes forever. And when we get into this roll, we roll a lot of hems. And some stuff I want to not. Doesn't matter. We're here. You know, Dove and I were talking this morning, and I was like, I stream. It's partly because I'm selfish, because I get into my head these giant projects, and I want to make sure I spend time at the sewing machine. So if I do it live, then I get to do both at the same time, which is, I find, twice as enjoyable. And also why I love watching well-produced, pre-filmed sewing content. I don't enjoy making like that. So, and I've said this before, I grew up live performing, and I just love doing it live. I'm a theater actor and not a film actor. That's it. All right. Just a few more links, then we'll swap out with our ruffler foot. Because I needed the bottom tier of the patchwork skirt was 6 and some change. 6 60-inch lengths plus a smaller length. So I rounded it up that I needed like 18, 20 to make sure I calculated it. Oh, maybe I do need to do those other ones. The other question, do I really want to do the ruffle or do I want to just do a ruffle every 6 inches? It looks so, no, screw the Phoenix. The decision was already, you knew that you'd already toyingly thought, oh, we don't need the most dense ruffles. Who do we think we're kidding? Of course we need to do a ruffle every stitch. Who do we think we are around here? What I am curious, and if this really does, an attachment that's like the ruffler, but you can do a really deep pleat instead of the shallower ones that I get with the ruffler foot. I mean, I guess I could just use my hem gauge as a uniform like we do for the ribbons when we do the pleating techniques there, but we'll think about that. So many project ideas, and I was getting itchy fingers to cut something new. I was like, oh, what if we do this red, the blue brocade, and white silk panel skirt combo cord set. I was looking and touching, and it's so close, and I was like, wait, Phoenix, if you're not careful, you're going to give yourself another 20 hours to do on the projects you already have started. Oh, rein it in. You can start making plans for the next big shiny thing, but you get to wait and see how this current amazing thing that you're in the throes of stitching on, how awesome it's going to be to twirl around in this. Oh my god. It's going to be amazing. I really... Well, oh my god! Sorry about that. Oh god, you guys, you scared me. I hope... Oh my god. Sorry for everybody who might be on earphones. Can somebody tell me what just happened there? Did Little Mian attack her while she was... Hey, stop chewing on the Wi-Fi thing, you... Oh my god, shithead. Oh my gosh, you guys, you do really need to be careful when you perform with animals. Performing with animals, such as we have at the circus, is dangerous. It could be hazardous to your streaming. It could be hazardous to your viewers. Oh, be forewarned. If you're going to have an animal act at your circus, you're asking for unforeseen troubles. Welcome to the circus. All right. You guys, we're not at the appropriate hour yet, so I need to finish this roll temming. There's no snacks till the stitching is done. And we have a lot of stitching. Oh, I could make so many... I planned on doing this ruffle in red before my brain... But I'm not angry. I'm not seeing red. Dude! Are you saying to let me know that Tyr is outside, or that you want to go outside to see Tyr? Like, what's going on, dude? Tyr was around earlier. I don't see him right now. No! Why don't you come hang out over here? And I could use some emotional support for my stitching today, little dude. I would benefit from an emotional support cat sitting a little bit closer. Now he's just gonna ignore me. What a cat. Oh, I didn't even check to make sure that this is working today. No, we want all of them, not just the one of them. Welcome to the circus. Oh, for you. Sweet. Chat still works. Just here is background today, which is fine. Just get off your fannies and make stuff. Make a clear spot in your brain, because if we get caught up in all the feelings and are hot-headed, and the likelihood of making less optimal choices runs higher. So just think clearly, not with your feelings. Which is also why we school our face to be neutral. No concentration, don't wear everything on your sleeve. Oh, it's so nice to at least see my own chance on the screen. Oh, Phoenix, you're a silly one. Are you going back to your spot for your froofers? Yeah. I know, it's a good thing that the camera works as I was behind my head, because I just get lost in the sounds of this machine time and time again. Ooh, this is the end! Alright, prepare yourselves for a dramatic clip of what will soon be roofle attachment become liberated from the south side of the machine. Deep from the south side and the recesses, Mount Ruffles. Alright. Oh, so satisfying. And we're not done yet. I don't even think we're halfway there. Oh, we're starting to go. Hooper duper. Oh, there we go. No, I lost the end. Yeah. If I open the snack sack now, then you'll stop being a pooper duper. I know. Well, you shouldn't have binged and puked up your breakfast. You know that's not ideal. Yeah. Okay. So this is the length. Gonna find the end. We're gonna ruffle it because once we've ruffled it, you know what? Let's take before we do that. We're going to attach the pleated portion of the skirt. We're going to attach these two tiers because next we'll ruffle and then that will be attached to this bottom tier. And that's going to have 2 lines of stitching because I want the ruffle. We're going to first attach it along the ruffle line. Then we're going to turn it over and stitch it again so that it gives the appearance of 2 rows of ruffles, a short itty bitty one and then the longer one. Trust me, it's going to be totes adorbs because that's what I'm doing this time. Because that's what I said. All right, do we need yes. Oh, white. Phoenix. Don't do shit like that. I'm going to find the end of the pinned portion of the pleated patchwork pieces while we practice perfect alliteration. There we go. And, all right, so I found an end. This is all pinned. We're going to place it perfectly without penetrating the audio cord craziness. All right, which zipper foot do we need? Not that one. I need my adjustable one because I want, okay, be free like a bird now. Because I've got the piping in here, I am using the zipper foot so that I can stitch right along that pipe. Oh yeah, Phoenix. It's no wonder we're not more known. It's a wonder. All right. And I enjoy not driving my sewing machine super fast. Hence, I said it, this analog machine. But be careful. I like to be slow enough so that you can feel the piping between your fingers. So I adjust and be sure that I'm as close as possible with the zipper foot so that when, fuck me. Did I really just do that? Okay, let me just... So, know where all the layers of your project are so that you don't sew through more than you'd planned. Like I just did. All right, take 2. Move your bobbin box out of the way. Engage the needle and prepare again. It's fucked up now. Hello, Ellie. Oh, perfect timing. I forgot to double check where my pieces were under the sewing machine, so I managed to stitch the 2 folds, 2 layers together inappropriately. Oh, but things have been great. It's just been rip-roaring amazing. Once we get this, I'm going to sew the pleats down, then we'll ruffle the bottom edge, and then we'll attach the ruffles to the bottom of the piped section. Because I'd thought about doing patchwork ruffle bar, and then I was like, I don't feel like sewing that many I don't feel like that. And I reminded myself I could do whatever I wanted. So I have the rolled hems complete for 20 yards of the red. So that part's done. We'll get back to that section. But yeah, other than that, things have been great. How's Canada today? Do I dare ask? How, America. Couldn't help the dick wagon again. Okay, can I? Sometimes I like to test myself and see if I can thread the machine without my assistant, and sometimes it works, and sometimes I'm like, what? Why struggle when you could make it easy? Rufflers don't like fluffing seams. Yeah, yes. That was the other reason, because I was like, oh, I would have to it would be better to do that by hand, because the bulk of all of those patchwork seams through the ruffler foot was like, don't, just don't. That's way too many fluffing seams for that tool. You are absolutely correct, Allie. I couldn't do it to my ruffler attachments. It's bad enough. Something is, one of them, the blade isn't, yeah. Oh, I think I want to sew from this end instead. Just changing my mind. Where, Phoenix, what are you doing? There we go. Oh, but if I'm going to sew this seam from this side, I need my other sided zipper foot. Oh, we learn so much, and then some days sewing just brings us back to the beginning. Every day we sit at the machine is a new day. But I thought that red would be a nice break in the eye from all the patchwork stuff, and then we'll bring that color into the bodice section. So I think we'll do patchworks, maybe the Well, hold, Phoenix, just do one part at a time. I've got a mock. It all depends on how the mock-up looks. That's my answer to that statement currently. I know, I think I want it to lace up the back. That's as far as I've gotten. And I want sleeves. So, what do I want? Full, I don't know. I think I want short sleeves that are poofy that close with a little band. I think that's what I want. Oh, everything's itchy. I am. It's a good thing this is called my Stitch and Bitch show, because right now I'm full of piss and vinegar and bitching. Oh, Allie, don't ask me what you're doing. I'm here for the show and heckling the animals. Oh, good. Oh, man, you missed it. A few minutes, just momentarily before you got here, little man must have jumped on Freya Froofers, and I pity folks who were listening on their earbuds or will be in the future, because I made some rather loud noises into the microphone and it could have been really bad. What the? But ow, porcupines! That was my finger making friends with a pin. It had been a while. Yeah, the animals need more heckling. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, you guys, 10 more minutes. Ideally, 5 more fannies and seats. And then I can, in good conscience, open up the snack sack. Why? I don't know what I did with... Ooh, this is going to be super chunky. Oh, you can do it. Oh, some of these sections are super dense because there's the piping layer, there's the seams from the patchwork, there's pleats, there's a lot. Oh, what? Well, Allie, is there a way that I'm going to hate the least to finish all the seams on this inside if I don't do a lining? Because I don't want to do a lining. I've already kind of been toying with I'm going to end up just having to like hand whip stitch them down on the inside, I think. Because I don't know. Yeah, don't poke the pins. I am going to try not to, Ellie. Life ain't a saucer of milk kitties. No. The kitties do not have free reign to the milk saucer. Then I would just have a house of even bigger fat cats. Most period garments. Wow, where do I came from? Garments don't have a line. All right, brilliant. But how do I want to finish all the seams in this patchwork then? Phoenix, you already know you're going to spend hours quietly over years whip stitching all of them down, I think. Or can I just leave them? There's going to be a petticoat. We're never going to wash it. It doesn't. Right now, it doesn't matter. So we're not there yet anyway. Because actually, that's not true, Phoenix. You're going to finish. The main seams will be finished because you're going to top stitch them down. It's all the little patchwork seams, and those we're just going to fluff them. Just fluff it up. Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. So good to have sewing. Oh, I can just leave them. Perfect. All right. That's the best idea yet, Allie. I can 100% get behind this idea. Because I think maybe Allie, the first illegal alien president of the United Canada Mexico, would just agree. Yeah. Because this current. Oh, fuck. I knew that the shit wasn't done hitting the fan yet. We just broke our thread. It feels like we've just been in this like horrible warm-up act, or like they're just tuning up their instruments, and the shitty warm-up acts are like just barely starting. The main event's not till like doesn't start till 9 o'clock, and it's only 11 in the morning. What? What? Okay. Thank you, little man. I did need some emotional petting. Oh, if you really need a lining, you can do it like the modern coats. Oh, and have a floating lining attached at the edges of the panels. I do not need a lining. I'm not married to my linings. No, it was mostly I was hoping because yeah. There's going to be reinforced top stitching on the main construction seams so that I can make mostly that, and to really because I want to make sure that the piping stays in the right place. So there is going to be that already, and yeah, I'm not worried about it now that I don't have to worry about all of the little. Oh, let's see here. Allie says you hold your tongue on what I thought was happening. Trump had to prevent the Israelis from nuking this site in Iran. Oh, hey, cat sound. Yeah, little man was definitely yelling. Yeah, it. They said they could have done it themselves. I think we should have just let them. And then Netanyahu had to like be like, oh, we can do it ourselves. So then he's like, well, what do you mean do it yourself? I'll just come in and help you with that. It's unnecessary. Oh, did I no, did I lose my audio? Did cats muck around? This might. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Jess. Let me see. Do I have audio? There goes my video. What the fuck is happening? Come on. Ha ha ha. Oh, let's see. There we go. This is... All right. Let me carefully replace everything. Hello, welcome, relax. Thank you for that. Oh, there goes my. Here I go. I shouldn't have touched anything. All right, let's see if I can this. Okay. I'm not going to touch anything. Oh, it was fine. Jumped around. US. Okay, let me toggle over here. Do I look like I pretend to be back? There might be a second of back. All right, there's me touching my face. Don't bite your lip. I know, relax. I'm trying to relax. And here you go, got me all hopped up, touching things. I do need to zip tie that cord. Yeah, this needs a little better cable management, and I probably need a new could to double check, because I think there's something funny sometimes with the USB cord that goes from my capture card to my computer. The connection gets a little wonky. All right. That's all right. I'm calmed down. I'm going to have a sip of tea and then I'm going to take a deep breath and put my smile back on. I don't have maniacal laughing. I do not know what I have today. But it was just interesting listening to sources yesterday and kind of like something was stepping up, and then like to see shit going down. Like I was not surprised, unfortunately, from what I gathered from some of my intelligence sources. So, gah. All right. Oh, you guys, it's 1:00. Can we get? All right. Let's see if we can wait a few more minutes, and can this shit show get 3 more fannies in the seats, and then I can open up the cat's concession stand in good conscience. If not, then I'll just open it up in a few minutes so I can stretch my legs. But really, yeah. So at the beginning of the show, I rolled finished the rolling hems so we can put in ruffles for the red ruffle for this dress. We're going to do a lace up back because, oh my God, that cat is, what? Come sing to me over here. Come sing for your fans, dude. Oh, Ellie, you noticed them getting planes ready into position a few days ago. Kids were even seeing it on the flight radar 24. Interesting. Iran knew this was coming and still keep it up. Right. Yeah, because then I heard, on Friday, the MDCs in is it not Bagram? In Baghdad, we're emptying out. We're getting emptied. The bombers, they rallied from Whitman yesterday. So it's like all this stuff. It's like, now that I've got better sources, it's like everything, it's just less surprising. Irritating. Almost more irritating, because you're like, oh, fuck, now we're doing this. And that'll be interesting to see what China does with because is it their GPS blocking ships at either end of the Strait of Hormuz that caused or could have been implicated in the crash this week in the strait there. So it just, okay, all right. Oh, we're at 9. Okay, fine. I'm going to take a second and open up the concession stand. Oh, let's see here, Allie. Canada vocally told ours in the countries, get out or you're on your own. Yeah, everybody's been unloading since, when did we see the first reports? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday last week, that they were in Tehran telling the diplomatic families to start getting out of town, and then the next day they were unloading the diplomats. Yeah, it really, sad and frustrating. I'm still curious because I'd heard I've been watching On Pulse with Silica to get my geology and earthquake, volcano, avalanche stuff, and the earthquake in Tehran 2 days ago. Let's hear Allie. GPS would not do that. Listen to oh right, yep, Sal Mercogliano on the YouTube on What the Ship. Yes, I have been. I must understood when I listened to his thing about that crash in the street. All right. Oh, little man. We got Grumpy. Come on, big singer. Here, just wanted to. Are you gonna come on, Loki? Hold on. Loki's gotta get it. Hold on. I gotta get your sister a couple snackies. Here, have a couple snackies for your sister. Because your job, I know, is just to look pretty. Come on. Get back to your mark. Get back to your mark. Good job, Loki. All right, thanks you guys for making sure I get a chance to stand up. All right, everybody, hopefully you smash the buttons for the cats. Because every button smashed is one pet, because we can't have fat cats. So it can't be a treat per button smash. Loki, do you want to do it? Oh, look at you. Come on. 1, 2, Loki. 3, 4. Oh, who is the smartest, fluffiest maxi pad cat? Can we do another one? Oops. Can I not fall over? 1, 2. Oh, you guys. You interrupted our act. Good job. All right, everybody. The concession stand is now closed. Oh, Allie said, interesting. There is a captain on deck that should have noticed the approaching boat. I see. Okay. So the Chinese are there on the other ends of the strait doing other things, not that thing. All right. Yep, now you had some snackies. You had some snackies now. Oh, boys, come on. Can we just get along? Can everybody just get along? Don't be on tenterhooks. There's too much craziness. Oh, I also don't want to pet cat fur into my teacup because we've done that before and do not recommend. Little dude, don't be a terror. Don't be a terror. Come on. Come keep me company over here. Okay, or don't. Or don't. Tea or coffee? Coffee. Okay. All right. Thank you for that update, Allie. Yeah, this is why we've got the smartest, bestest chat. Well versed in such a variety of knowledge bases that spectacular. Spectacular. Oh, I need to sit up straight. How did the Wanzer come home, Allie? Or don't lift it foolishly. We need you to be able to be back at the treadle. Did I'm going to pretend that I didn't feel that I stitched over the piping in a funny way. I'm going to forget that I think that just happened. Ow! Stop poking myself. Stop poking yourself with pins, Phoenix. That's for silly people. The problem is when I need pins, I need an absolute metric shit ton of them. Because if I don't need pins, then I just don't use them. Spectacular times. These are spectacular times. Oh, Jess, how's your quilt planning going? Oh, not yet. No ones are yet. But you will be getting help, though. Good. I know. It's hard to be I can do it all myself without help. And then until we need help. And then we're like, fuck, why is it so hard to ask for help when I know that I would be better off if I asked for said help earlier? Oh, you have only been able to walk 7 feet at a time the last 3 days. Oh no. Oh. I'm sorry, my friend. That makes sadness in my heart. Not all the time, but earlier in the day. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I gotta get everything warmed up. Ugh. Ew. Yeah, you did work outside a little bit today in the day. Oh, that's good. Good. Glad you were able to get out and get some sunshine and some. I guess you guys have got all our hot air. Don't worry, we're sending you a cool break. I know, we went out. Oh, the stupid deer got into the backyard, ate most of my blueberries, and all of my little green tomato babies. There was like 8 little tomatoes, and the deer came, helped themselves to every last one. So a little bit grumpy. Oh, you just hope it's not a spinal. Yeah, osteomyelitis is no good. So if it is just something that just needs, oh, those would probably be IV antibiotics in the hospital. Yeah, we don't want that either. Ugh. Oh, thank you for that. Here, Monday's going to be 35. Holy moly. You're going to be sweating. Well, if heat makes things, sometimes heat makes my discomfort better. So that'll toast you up. Holy moly. Yeah, Tear. It's sitting on the rock pile. He's outside being king of the gravel heap. It's not been that hot here in a while, in a couple days yet, but soon. Today's still in the 60s. Stop giving me squinty eyes from the outside, cat. You were supposed to find your way back to your real home instead of showing up back here again. We do. Unpin. Yes. No. None of that. A steam bath. I love me a steam bath. Steam bath, sauna, infrared sauna, hot sauna, cold sauna. No cold sauna. Dry sauna, wet sauna. All of the above. All of the above. Oh, at the Russian bathhouses where you get instead of honey or sugar to sweeten your tea, there's a little dish of jelly. Oh, I miss the Russian bathhouse. Take me back to the banya, please. I know, somehow we left the gate open just enough so if Tyr needed a safe spot in the night that he could come and sleep, but then the deer helped themselves in at the same time, and that is not worth making myself an angry, upset stomach right now. Got enough troubles trying to drive over these super chunky seams. Because the pleated sections are just making sure that I catch all the layers, and sometimes there's like 10 layers of fabric. This machine is a beast. Just like the Brunhild. Should I take a break out Brunhild next week and sew some leather slippers? Should we sew some leather on Brunhild? Alright, thanks for talking me into it. I'll make sure that we've got some projects done so I can rearrange the studio space a little bit. Oh. And I'm going to smile so I'm not grimacing in grouchiness. Not grouchy. I'm also not looking forward. I think I did not do a good job trimming threads, and there's a gajillions. Oh, Ellie, your garden sucks. Not one flower on the tomato or cucumber, and half the Brussels sprouts have been eaten. That's as bad as mine. My blueberry crop was not that good this year. There was just starting to get some red plumpy ones. Deer yesterday ate most of the blueberries, ate my tomatoes, my Shasta daisies that finally had blooms on them again from the last time the deer had eaten them, ate my flowers down. So it just... stupid deer. Stealing my food. Oh, hello, kitty belly. Well, somebody's happy they had snacks. It looks like I've got the mysterious, headless cat. Curious case of the headless kitty. You silly goose. Yeah, things just are. But has anybody heard? Do we know at all if the earthquake in Tehran was that as a result from preliminary bombing stuff? Was it an earthquake because of geological activity without man-made interferences? I don't know. I don't know if maybe there just isn't enough details. I just don't know. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Puts one in the mood for venison. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. No, that was a GeoEQ. Oh, cat clown. GeoEQ. No, that's. We do have the kid. Oh, I'm the clown. The cats are the cats. No, they're kitty clowns too. We used to drive a little Geo Metro until somebody had an accident and totaled it in the snow. Those late spring East Coast snowstorms. Almost worse than the ones in the middle of winter. I'm not okay, Phoenix. Don't grump. Just stitch happy, because regardless of what happens, you need well-made, well-fitted garments. Did I say this already? That I've been toying around with some cargo pants out of some completely impractical fabric. But then maybe I'll make a practical pair too. Just in case, because I guess we do have our coveralls. Yeah, then those fit right now. We'll see. I have to be so funny being choosy about what I make, because then I have to store it. Yeah, it's fine. We are almost at the end of this pleated portion. Then we can get to roofling. Hopefully I cut extra tiers and that I have enough already hemmed. I know I have enough cut. I just, after a while, got bored with the rolled hems and was like, I think I need to take a break. Oh, that's impracticable. That fits also a mock-up, just saying. Yes. Yup. We always need two. I never end up with just one version of one garment. Because we try to end up with wearable mock-ups and then the final form. Ayla, you're so smart. I like the way you think. And completely support a sewing machine in every home. Basic mending for all. Now I need to oil up and clean up a pair of my boots. I just noticed there's a hole in them. And I already plunked money into getting their zippers replaced from the cobbler, but I think I feel confident, and I've got a little extra. I've got some black leather I can have for the cause. Clean them up, then glue in a new patch for my black boots. There we go. Okay. Oh, it felt funny because there's such a difference between the tiered. All right, Phoenix, just get to the edge of this row, and then we can. Our brain might talk real English words. I'm close to the edge excitement, and I'm afraid that something's going horribly wrong, even though I don't think it is. But you get lured in right at the end. You're like, oh, I can pay 5 times as much attention because I'm more likely to fuck up right now than fancy feet and treadle toes. Yes. Yes, yes. Now it might be time to give myself a pedicure. Or to take off my wool sweater because I'm getting overheated. All right. 3 layers of patchwork completed tiers completed. Let's stand up, give this a shake, and see what we got. There we go. Yeah, see, I thought it was a little short, so we added a giant ruffle, so it'll be kind of like be T-length-ish. Okay, let me stand here and do this real fast. Oh, okay. All right, where were we? Oh, that's right. Ruffler foot. No fancy feet as a leather-clad homemade slipper, posh slippers. Now I get it. Now let me take a picture, look them up, and see which version I'm going to make of my own. Or are we just going to do the Nicole Rudolph slippers that we did last year, but this time in leather? No, we'll figure it out. Thank you for yelling to correct me. Sometimes I'm slow. Here. We don't need this one, right? Yeah, so then we'll have a bodice section that's going to be part red, part smaller patchworks, which is why I'm going to find the pieces that we'd started for that patchworked house coat that we're going to use a whole bunch of the things that we'd already stitched for the bodice section because I want a smaller scale patchwork for the bodice. And I don't want to be sewing forever on this project. So we're not gonna. Oh, I almost need to take off another layer, but can't do that right now. Alright, ruffler foot. One ruffle every stitch. Of course. Okay, just make sure everything's nice and taut. Let's see here, Ellie. Remember, you're a Neanderthal. We don't point the feet unless it's dripped in ochre from cave paintings in the dim light. Oh, thank you. It's true. I was thinking yesterday and that we hadn't had a good Neanderthal joke in a while. And here, come to our rescue. Our resident, the most smartest, the most intelligent Neanderthal a chat could ever ask for. Oh my god, this looks so cute. Phoenix, we do make fun things. Now, on to today's roofling section. If I can. I can remember where I have empty end. The end. There we go. Let's use this one. I had thought when I had originally started doing the rolled hems that I was going to do one direction and one the other, so that when we go to after the ruffles, I'm going to stitch down along the ruffle line to the piped section. Then I'm going to fold the ruffle over and stitch down a second time so that the short row sits on top the longer row, because I don't want the I don't want to hide the white piping that we took all that time to make and stitch in. Isn't it amazing? Oh, Ellie, it's so glorious. Maybe we'll just have this sit next to the... Oh, I shouldn't knock the microphone like that. It's so good. And it matches my blanket. my dress matches my blanket. Which I think I'm going to have to take the presser foot off, and when we get to doing that on the machine, I'm just going to quilt straight lines on that. The thought of doing anything fancier right now does not sound appealing to me. And I was like, I could do all these things, but right now I just want it done the quickest. So it's ready for winter. But it was fun sending pictures of the project home, because it taking two of... What is... What's going on here? Taking two of my grandma's old blankets and then fitting a new top is so something my grandma would have done. And one of the blankets is two that she had stitched together. What? Okay. What? Just taking a moment to fight with my ruffler foot, which usually we don't. Oh, here you being funny. Okay, deeper breaths. Smiling. More smiling. More smiling. Okay. Is this working? Okay, there we go. For some reason I forgot how to ruffle. All these ruffles, and then I was like, But yeah, I think this red, I know this red ruffle at the bottom of that patchwork is just going to be spectacular. To just give the eye a break, something that's still a lot, but in a different way. And I'm just trying to... Oh, this ruffles really nicely. Just trying to use all my fingers to keep everything organized. So we'll just ruffle this whole section, stitch this down, and then start the finishing top stitching for the skirt. Then we can... Well, that's next on the agenda. You never know how long this next section is going to take, so I can't. So let's ruffle it up. I'm just trying to untangle things. Yeah, I like a good colorful, crazy stuff where your brain is like, I can't tell whether my eyes hurt or whether my eyes are happy. And it just helps when I want to pretend to be I'm a chameleon. It is now, I'm going to hide and be a mouse at costume, unless, actually it depends on where you were. So folks are getting ready because the weekend after the 4th of July is Oregon Country Fair, which is an experience. Well, it's quite a thing. No electricity, can't, but I've decided if I ever go back to fair, I want to camp on the inside and not on the outside. That's my one goal. But we'll see. All right, Allie, you BRB. I'll be right here. BRH. I just use all my nails and my eyes to just ride the rolled hem along the edge of the ruffle foot. And just fluff up my pile that needs ruffling. But hopefully, oh, don't rip anything. The pieces that we need closest are on top. What's happening? Do 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 do. Well, I probably should have checked my bobbin just to make sure we were super full, but whatevs. Oh, I wonder, do we want to do contrasting top stitching when we get there? We'll see. This fabric it feels light, but it has a nice, it holds a nice shape. It's a little stiff. Okay, where's the next piece? Ruffling. When you feel like you've got this giant pile of strips of fabric, and then you're like, it only makes that much ruffled, and you feel like you want to cry the first time. You're like, I need so much more than I started with. The fun of ruffles. Always cut way more than you think you need. But on the safe side, the general, I try to do at least 2.5 times the length. And if I really want to be extra, I'll cut 3 times the length that I need it to fit to. Just for good measure. Oh, man. This is going to be so fun to swirl around in. Yeah, so for the top, I traced the back, the front side directly from the choli blouse pattern. I took the center bust section, extended it, and altered it to be cut on the fold so that I can split the back open, have a center back lacing strip, and have a center back closure. So we've got that cut over there that you can't see, ready for the mock-up. And I also have a pair of trousers cut, so I got a box full of bobbins and a lot of stitching. The cats are all sleeping now. Now I'm left all by my lonesome. So. Oh, that's not true. Oh, they're just off Can you not see them? Should have moved the chair. Loki's right here under the chair, and Little Man is on the chair, and Freya Frufers is in her peanut over there. Alright. I'll just admire them from afar, because if I try to move them closer and better into frame, then I'll disrupt the whole scenery. Sometimes you just gotta let sleeping cats lie. Don't mess with cats. Okay. Just like a gajillion more strips. And I like to kind of stuff my way of helping to not have to deal with seaming up in between the strips that make up the tier, between having them cut on the selvage, and then when I go to do the ruffling, I try to catch one into the next, and it's gonna be it's gonna be great. And the ruffling, it's you just let the ruffler foot do the work. You just make sure that you don't sew the wrong parts of the fabric. The likelihood of that in the beginning when you're not paying attention, almost 100%. I guarantee you will do it. I know better, and I still do it accidentally sometimes, and then you have to figure out how to unpick it without making a hole in your project, which is always quite stressful. I'm tickling myself with ruffles as they fall down. I would benefit from a little container in front of me so that it catches all these tears so they're not tickling my feet, but oh well. We don't sew that many ruffles all the time, Phoenix. What are you talking about? We've probably sewed 100 yards of ruffles so far this year. And if we're not careful, we might sew 100 more. You don't think so? I think I'm over ruffles for a little while. But I think when we get back to structural support garments, or as we're gonna make ours with that, I think we'll do the one side. Well, we'll do the mock-up out of the dandelion ploufs. And since it is two-sided, I'm contemplating using the woodland print on the other side because I think it would be fun. And then I can add a little hook or two maybe for like my radio. Oh, and there goes our bobbin thread that we didn't pay attention, had run out. Okay. Let's refill the boobin. Also take a moment to, while we're unhooked, to tighten the needle good. Because I don't know if this happens to other people, but times where I have presser feet that need to clamp or slide onto the needle screw, they over time cause that screw to loosen. And if I'm not careful, it just unhooks itself into the sewing machine. All right. Good job, Rumble. You guys are winning so far. I see you listening, lurking and listening, which is cool. We're here, but if anybody, the Stitch and Bitch is open, so if anybody has any topics or anything they would like to, we can air out Bring out the bitching at the stitch. I think I got the big stuff that was going on in my brain. Though I am still sad about Anne Burrell. Drug overdose. Maybe? Question mark. Did she have weight loss surgery? Or did she do pills for her weight loss? Or did she really just do healthy diet and lifestyle? But I don't know. That one was a little... What? Things just are. These presser feet, sometimes you just have to like talk sweetly, to whisper sweet nothings to them so that they'll line up the right way. Here we go. Oh, can I find my Phoenix? Please. Alright, okay. I think we're back. Nope. I am off. There we go. We don't usually press her feet wrestle as much as we are. Usually it's just, well, death by healthy lifestyle doesn't seem to fit. Yeah, that. Yeah, not what we're hearing so far. Because I was like, did she have bariatric surgery? Was she popping diet pills? Was it like, because she lost so much weight. Yeah, that does. I believe it. Yeah, this doesn't seem like healthy lifestyle. Ay. One of the few things that's 100% certain that's going to happen, and just hopefully it's quick and painless. Versus watching Phoenix try to get this ruffler foot reattached, which is awkward and uncomfortably long. Or is that just the way it feels to me? There we go. Oh my god, that took me an uncomfortably long period of time. I should actually, Phoenix, get the screw tightened. Then you can. Alright, now we can pretend we're back in stitches. And I'm just going to gently... Let's see how close to the previous stitch we can get this. Alright. Close enough for jazz. Alright, back in stitches again. She's back in stitches. Every time you think you get good at the simple things, then you go back to do the simple things, and you're like, why is this so awkward, and why do I feel like Thumbelina fingers at the sewing machine? I'm not Thumbelina, I'm Fumbelina. We fumble our way through, pretending we know what to do. Welcome to the Fumbelina Show. Come on. There we go. You got this. Before I get too far, let me just tie a little knot where that section kind of undone. There, it's not the tightest, the most secure juncture, but I can deal with making sure that looks nice when we attach it to the layer. We'll just take our little pokey things and shimmy it together so that you don't, to just mask that section a little bit. Oh, so far so good. All right, not ruffle more. I must go through withdrawal if I don't sew at least 20 yards of ruffles every 3 or 4 months. I just am what am I doing? Why even have 1 or 3 ruffler feet if you don't use them? And I always just use the same one. I better not break it. Okay. Scribble, 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 scrabble. There we go. Oh, look at that satisfying pile of ruffles. I love how the shape of it, I'm not doing anything. It's just going through the ruffler foot and it just wants to stand up and ploofle on its own. Oh, I'm supposed to call him soon. Hopefully he shows up. Send him out to recon, and he said, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not home by myself. I have a house full of wild animals. Big scary aminals. Yep, we can smile bigger. Just make sure we have pretty frocks. Yeah, I'm not stressing about it. I can just trim that end. I don't need that to be there like that. Oh, these red ruffles at the bottom of that patchwork is going to look so pretty. Because then we'll have the red again, like the waistband and maybe the bust section. So it just kind of brings the eye up and gives a solid color to just give the eye and brain just a little bit of a breathing space against all the patchworked pieces of perfection. Oh, let's see. I hope. Well, you just got to keep stitching because we want to have prepped and cut other garments, as I've mentioned 3 times already, because I keep repeating myself. But we don't have a little helper that comes in the night to stitch for us, like at the cobbler's workshop. So if I want my stuff done, I gotta stitch it. Because Dove knows how to do a little bit, but not as practiced at some of these skills. He did a good job. Oh my god, he got into a project yesterday and I was afraid there was going to be crazy yelling and grouchiness, but figured it out. Ugh. Has to keep my tools safe for me, even though I need to get comfortable. Oh, and all the stories, things I wish I shouldn't even tease you because there's stories I have that I can't talk about. So I shouldn't even tease things that nobody's gonna get to know. So I will just keep on making ruffles. Why is it that ruffled potato chips just taste better than flat ones, even though they probably don't taste any different? Like what is it about the texture of ruffles that makes them the superior potato chip shape? I don't know. But it's true. You can fight me about it later, but I'll go out on this one. Ruffled chips. I'm gonna eat potato chips. They should be ruffled. Yeah, so we'll get to once we get this whole length ruffled, we'll stitch right along this ruffle line to attach it, and then we'll fold it over and top stitch it again so that on the skirt, the little ruffle. Let's see if I can get a better section. Can I actually look nice in front of the camera? We'll just fold it over. So there'll be the long ruffle, and then there'll be this little tiny section, and then the white piping, and then into the patchwork pieces. Just gonna look so, I can't wait. My only anxiousness is that the top section of this dress is not going to be completed, or when are we going to see Dove sewing? That is a good question, Allie. I've been working on it. Maybe we'll see. We will see. Ruffles expand the chip, said Allie, for extra salt and seasoning fact. That's why. All right, thank you, Allie. Thank you, Darth Manuel, sewing extraordinaire, mind of a million magnificent pieces of information. Yep, ruffles. We have it here, folks. Ruffles really are the superior chip shape. Yep. A ridge worth lying down for. I know, he's got mending to do. He's got socks to mend. Now that he knows how to mend his knitwear. Actually, we should do that. And I probably need to go through. I know there's at least one sweater that has a little hole I need to fix. Oh, good, Allie. You've already been cursing and sewing today. Sundays. Some days the Sunday Stitchin' Bitch is mostly stitching, and some days it's mostly bitching. And today it's been a good mix. I got so much more to sew. And I didn't roll out of bed till almost 9 o'clock, so it was a late breakfast, so I'm nourished, I'm not grouchy. So we could have where are the violets? Let's pop a violet. And just continue practicing our skills. Because practice makes better. Oh, Allie, I did some more, speaking of practicing, I stitched some more eyelets last night as I was hanging out. And I challenged myself to make smaller ones inside some of the bigger ones. So we'll have all sorts of eyelets to melt away next week. So that should be fun. Then we can try out, see how the goopy eyelet sample is gonna continue on. What I didn't do is do a sample of the eyelets on the other stabilizer, because we should do a head-to-head. I did try that medium weight interfacing, so we'll see. Maybe over the week I can sample up a few more eyelets on different materials and see what I like the best of at the end. And I can show off the weird goopy, oh, it just feels like snot, that more see-through one, that you're not opaque, translucent. It feels like agar, which basically is like snot on your hands. That's the one thing I've noticed about those water-soluble stabilizers. If you don't like touching weird goopy things, you probably might not enjoy working with that material. Okay. Yep, I'm just plowing on through these things. I'm not going to talk about how we haven't flubbed up, because if I do that, there's a high likelihood that next things out of Phoenix's mouth will be, "Rah, we flubbed up." So we're just going to say we are sewing not as shitty as the last time. There we go. Oh, did I miss anything? Okay, no, just checking. Sometimes there's... Oh, I'm just gonna itch. All right, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Happy ruffles. Happy ruffles. I didn't know we were going to be so many ruffles when we first got these ruffler attachments. Because we all remember the date Phoenix, I don't want to look like a giant cupcake. The next sentence or the next week, we're going to make a orange tiered perfection piece that basically looks like a giant pumpkin cupcake. And it is so pretty. So good. So good. Inspector Gadget. Oh, such mysterious projects. What is in the mysterious mind of the Phoenix? Stay tuned, boys and girls. You too can make magical things if you take time to do stuff with your hands. Don't be lazy and let the machines have all the fun. You too can weave grass, toilet papers, tubes, and carve soapstone. Do something. Just have fun making things. Oh, Allie, you used to play the Gadget theme in between songs on the guitar when the band was getting organized for the next song. Oh, that's funny. It's a good it's a good one to have in the repertoire. I know, the past 2 days that's been my go-to. Like, I feel like I need something for my brain, and I've just been defaulting to Inspector Gadget right now. Good times. Good times. Yeah, so I think if I wanted to be the nicest to myself, I would. Ellie, you know some traditional soapstone carvers for that traditional Inuit carving. I that's so. Mm, it's good to get out and talk to people, even if I only do it most of the time on the infowebs. I learned so many fascinating things. Okay, just thinking I'm hearing stuff again. Oh no, it's just the wind. When your brain needs to find the balance between being vigilant but not excessively hyper vigilant, I just want to be aware. I don't want to be jumping at every little sound. I think we've only got I've only just got a little bit more mess to make next to me. Don't mind the pile of pieces that you can't see, because I do try to curate the chaos. That's the joy of the circus. There's the front of house, and then there's the disaster behind the curtains. That's alright. You can't have all the rooms on stage. My brain went, that's what I was thinking I was going to say next. Next up, I'm probably going to get excited and stitch the ruffle down to the bottom layer. Part of me also feels like I should hold off on that part and do all the top stitching next before I have the bulk of this tier. So maybe... Alright, I am going to finish ruffling this length that I have. Then we're going to top stitch. We'll pick a not gray. Never mind. We're just going to use the same gunmetal gray that we have been using. So we'll top stitch, then we'll attach the ruffle, then do the 2 layers of the top stitching on the ruffle layer. And I think that we will have to pause on the skirt section after that. But that's where the bodice mock-up comes into place, which is... Oh, Phoenix, it's over there, but farther. But the camera doesn't show that side. Get stitching, kids. Mr. Singer's looking over your shoulders from the grave. Are we making nice stitches? Somebody's selling a white rotary treadle for $50, but I really don't. I want it, but I really don't have the space. So I'm haven't even mentioned it to anybody except for right now, because I just don't think the time is right. Even though if I need to, it would be nice to have 3 manual machines. Ooh, we have just this much left to ruffle. We are so close. Actually, maybe we will do we are definitely going to do the top stitching, because I don't want to start and then get sad that I didn't make enough ruffles because I want to do that all at once. So we won't stitch that yet. That'll be last. Then we can all find out together. All together now. Everybody says all together now. Oh, I know we do already have Brunhilde. She needs some to be stitched with. It's true. We have a great white rotary hand crank. I know, I feel like I'm cheating on her that I've been at the Sphinx for so long since she moved in. Just making sure I've got enough for the schma to shop if there's an energy crisis sticking up. But there's only me and Dove as adult humans in this house, so 2 hand crank machine or 2 manual machines, 2 humans. I guess that maths. There's no point in having more machines than I have humans to stitch with them, probably, because that would be silly. Oh, I never follow that miser. Thank you, Ellie, for talking me out of sewing machines when you're on the but do as Phoenix, do as I say, not as I do. I know. We don't have space for another machine. I still need to practice my other circus skills in the same room, and can't just be sewing machines in here. Dove is very patient and kind and enabling, but then shaming in the next breath. And I need to make sure he has room to be happy and not completely rolled into a room of sewing machines and kitties. Oh, Allie, Kitty is going to have to learn a new trick here, Kitty. Rotary sew, little man. I keep being afraid when the cats step on the treadle. I'm like, I should just teach them how to treadle. I wonder if I put snacks under there, if I could get them to do it. Because I think using Brunhilde would be a little bit more difficult, but I think if we get the snack sack in just the right spot, maybe we could get them to treadle. We'll see. Oh, I haven't said it in a little bit. I just want to take a quick thank you to everybody who stops by our little piece of the internet. I just saw on Rumble this morning that we are less than 1,000 views away from 40,000 all-time views so far. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, at least on Rumble, we are the most viewed sewing station. Are we the only regular sewing live streamer on the Rumbles? Maybe. I haven't checked, but I haven't seen anybody post in the sewing category besides me in a while. So let's hop to it. Don't sleep on sewing on Rumble. Oh, Allie, snackies at the end of the make. Go on. Yes. Go. Snackies at the end of this. Go on. Oh, I hope he brings home snackies. What am I going to make for food? What are we going to eat yet next? There's a horse walker that can hook up to a sewing machine. And it seems pretty straightforward to just change the angle of the belt for a bicycle. So we'll figure it out. We'll be in business because I don't know who else is in stitches. In all the ways. Oh, I wonder if I should have told him to grab some 180 proof for some decoctions. Maybe I'll swing by tomorrow. Can I get the stuff from behind the counter? I would be surprised, but I knew it. I suspected it was going to happen. The spring was so cool and moist, and the undergrowth has been growing so much. The fire season is not going to be good. It's already... There's already been too many. 320 acre fire already. Too much. Oh, Allie, they have bike-type pedals from the 1890s and a kick high-speed ratcheting system. Ooh la la! That high-speed ratchet system for all of your pedaling needs. I know. I wish I hadn't heard the term tactical fabulous, because now both my brain... It's like, how do we lean more into this showgirl tack fab thing? Of course, Mr. Singer had I bought all the patents for all of the things. Ooh, we've got this one and one left, and then on to the top stitching. Because we are on top of the stitches. Who needs top of the pops when you can be at top of the stitches? We don't... Well, I'd say we don't care about snitches, but that may or may not. I retract that statement. Don't be difficult. You're the last of this. You're the last of this set. There we go. I'm starting to be hopeful. This might be the first time we've done an entire length of ruffles and not accidentally had to unpick because we got fabric in the wrong place, or that the top ruffle isn't going to look good. I'm not trying to get too overly excited yet because we haven't got to the end of the length. There's still time. To cause ourselves disasters. Let's see here. Tactical is just BS marketing now. Right, fair. This is true. Does it pretend to have a woodland and or camo print? All right, you're tack fab. Yeah, what isn't? See, at least I didn't go buy anything. We just get suckered into making stuff. Oh, is our belt getting loose? We would have to tighten up our treadle belt again. Oh, new and improved tactical flooring tiles from Hasbro. Does your G.I. Joe action figure need a new flooring to be played on? Talk to your parents today, kids. Get the new tactical flooring. Oh, I really just tried to roll off the edges here. Oh, jeez. All right. Since I completely rolled off the rails, I'm just going to do a quick little back stitch and call that section done. Oh no, we did get to the end. Never mind. Yeah, it's close enough. Like 2 inches from the absolute end, but close enough. Oh, it glows in the dark for safety and identifying perps in closed environments. But don't wait. We can't do this all day. Buy now and we'll send you the tactical hammer for free, kids. You get your parents to call 1-855-555-5555 today for your tactical flooring kit from Hasbro. Act now. Stock supplies are limited. You don't want to miss out on these spectacular savings. You don't want to be the only one left out in the cold when you could have this, be the most safest, the most spectacular ruffling mund pulling section. Oh, look at all these ruffles. Ruffles. It is so satisfying pulling ruffles from underneath the table. All right, back to the patchwork piece. Where's the top? All right, so where the piping is on the inside, I'm just going to make sure everything is pressed upwards so that the piping falls to the downward section and stitch. Going to be brave and stitch from the top side, so hopefully we don't have no troubles. I think I'm going to start with the other end. I guess it's all because that is the zipper foot I pulled, because I'm still going to want to ride super close to the piping. That way I can be just up against it, and I'm going to just feel and go slowly for this next section. Oh, Allie, of course, both are best in class, yet keeping in a class of their own. Yup. Don't be left out in the cold, folks. Orders yours today. Guys are the best. Everybody says they've got the best chat, but I think you guys really are the best. All right, now for some just clean, smooth, sweet straight lines through a jillion layers of fabric. I feel like, wow, we're like speeding. Being so slow and careful on the ruffles, and now that we're just sewing straight lines, we're like Speedy Gonzales. Oh. Am I making stick? Is the... Did I run out of bobbin? Are we even stitching? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. I am at the bottom of the class right now. Mr. Singer left me out in the cold again. So Phoenix, I don't think your skills are going to let you into the shop today. So I'll just wait out here and keep practicing. Maybe one day Mr. Singer will see that I'm not the sorriest schlep in the shop. This skirt is going to be heavy. Do we make anything that's like lightweight and small? I foresee the future. Actually, Phoenix, you said that the last time. And you're like, I need a quick make. And then this happened. How dare you? I need a giant 500-hour project. Maybe then I'll make something that only takes me an hour. Or not. We'll see. The harem pants shouldn't take too long. So I'm going to not do any extra embellishments. We're just going to make sure that the shaping and the size looks good. So funny when you're so short that by the time you do the crotch gusset depth on a pair of pants, you're like, that's what's left for the other part of my leg. Because they're almost like the same distance. Oh, that's funny. I thought there was gonna. I'm just getting the stitches so close to the top line where the piping is, you hardly even notice. So I'm just as well that I didn't um change to a fancier contrast color because you wouldn't be able to see it. Not a good use. One more reason not to line it. Wait, absolutely. Yeah, this needs to twirl and flow as freely as it can. We don't need any more heft weighing us down. It's bad enough we binged on too many salty, crunchy things over the past couple days. We were like so close. If we had a good sweat or two, that we could make weight, and now gotta make sure we pick some stuff up, put some stuff down, and oh. Okay, I'm just trying to be as careful as I can because I don't want the seam where I folded it up to get flubbered and moved to the wrong direction. Sometimes I just gotta look under the hood and just make sure that everything's where I told it to be. Don't move out of your seat without raising your hands first. Oh, we had such a good rain yesterday. It's so nice when it rains, but silly lightning and undergrowth. Don't sell off the forest lands, but could you please get them managed because all of the dead undergrowth, the undergrowth and the dead and dying trees laying around do not for a safe forest make. Nobody listens to me. Not that we really know what's going on. They're just a weirdo who likes to sew and shows up randomly 3 times a week on the internet. Oh, right. I forgot there was a spot that I was supposed to touch by hand. I'm just going to take a quick back stitch because there's a couple things on this tier that need a little bit of attention that would be better suited to be done by hand and not quite at the machine. I showed them last week or last time. I don't need to draw attention to them right now. Just safe to know I know that something is not quite right. I'm just going to fix this seam too. Stitching right here is also not right. There we go. Let's just re-stitchiate this section. Yeah, so we're not doing very exciting sewing. We're just making sure that we're not going to fall apart at the seams. Okay, reinforced. Now we can do the top stitching on the middle layer. So just going onto the inside, making sure that where everything is pressed towards my right hand. And then driving along that seam, then we can add the ruffles. if you might have noticed, everything is open and flat. I did not make this close the skirt yet. I don't know why you would want to. It confuses me. It's way easier to just stitch everything while it's open and flat. But that could just be a me thing. You do it however you've been trained or you prefer to do it. I don't care. I have to make and wear this one, so I'm going to do it the way I like, darn it all. Oh, so I guess this is in essence I'm like just stitching in the ditch is what's really happening. It's all good. Wouldn't have minded if it was more showy, but it just doesn't matter to me. There's so much going on here. Yeah, I am going to line the front part of the bodice, but I've got other reasons for needing a little extra layer there. I don't think I'm going to line all of it. I probably won't line the sleeve. Yeah, no, I'm mostly just going to line this part in the front at the top because reasons. It was funny listening how people have been like grumping about monetizing their craft and all this stuff, and it's folks who make these like beautiful curated thoughtful videos, which I do enjoy consuming sometimes, but I think this way of creating is much more aesthetically pleasing to me. I like hanging out with y'all while I sew or stitch through my fingers or whatever it happens to be that we do on the internet here. Oh, we're almost to the attaching the ruffle section. I see you, Ruffles. I see you. Yeah, sometimes I've got super bulky bits and I just need to pull a little bit from the backside to get it to slide under the presser foots. I'm sure there's ways that you could like decrease the bulk, but I don't want to ruin the integrity of all these tiny little pieces and seams any more than I inherently flubbed it up when I was creating it, and need to go through and stitch some stuff by hand so that nobody else sees where my little disasters were. I know, but thinking about country fair and fires, there was a fire on the way towards where the country fair is. I would not want to be like on a little peninsula with only like one way out, one road that goes in or out. Not right now. No siree, Bob. Oh, you still haven't seen her boning out of horn yet. That was good. That was Abby's view on it after 5 years. Yeah, and that makes complete sense. And I think that's also why I don't do pre-record videos like that. That Will can do it and folks do it and like it is awesome. I can completely see that, and why we just show up in live stream. but it makes complete, yeah. And all these things was so helpful. Give thing a creative outlet when the world had that previous time of being utterly batshit crazy, and so much was on the internet. Yeah, the horn boning was fun. I won't spoil the end of the experiment for you, but yeah, that's that balance of sharing what you do versus monetizing your craft, and then having what you do for fun and relaxation become a business, and that can be a surefire way of stealing all of the joy and fun from something if you're not, or it can make it better. It just depends on where you're at and what's going on. After 3.5, almost 4 years of showing up and stitching, I think I've got at least that much more in me and project notions, and can't get rid of me that fast, internet. Until I say I need a break because I'm hungry. Not yet. Oh, what's that? Oh, did she? Sorry, distracted by noises from the hinterlands. Almost done with this layer. Then we can cross our fingers that we've got enough ruffles ruffled that we don't need to go into our reserve pile. Allie, bone stinks and then turns to glue if you boil it for too long. Yes. Yes, it does. Or it gets brittle. Oh, how much is this gonna bug me? All right. I just ran across the section where I stitched this block the wrong way. I was having half a crisis of, do I unpick it? And I think I'm just going to carry forward and forget that I saw that I'd done that and pretend it doesn't exist. Oh, Ellie, you hope it is not evil deer invaders, right? That would be funny. I think she used cow horn. There might be something bullish this way cometh. Okay. Yeah, nobody will ever notice. If somebody sees where I fudged up that block section, then they're too close. Or they better hope I really like them to notice and point it out, because I'm going to forget that I ever saw that flub up in that block. Because everything else was so good. Yeah, my brain is going on to this notion of having secret little hooks and loops inside my garments, because I don't love pockets on the outside, but my brain is like, but what if I need to stick something safely on the inside? But then my brain is like, Phoenix, we should talk about, should we show where we have our secret pockets? Or we just, yeah, figure it out. Oops. Okay, Phoenix, you're so close. Just 18 more inches. Just pay attention and sew well. So fare thee well. Not fare thee wrong. Alright, just about finished top stitching the piping. This probably does not show a lot of like, what did you do? That made such a huge difference. And on camera, no, it's more about the integrity of the garment and making sure that the piping stays where I told it to. Oh, I am okay. All right, I need to take a breath. Getting hyped up on ruffles here. Oh, stomach, stop that. All right, let me free this section. So I've just reinforced the long in between things. Now we have ruffles, but then if you go for the secret pocket and get seen, it will look like you are up to no good or worse, right? Yeah, I have to be careful with those super secret snack sacks sections in your pants. Gotta be very careful these days. Vara careful. Oh, I'm in love. Let me carefully run the length of the ruffle just so I can have a sense if I need to make any more before I get started on this next section. Just carefully. I'm not pulling too tightly. I'd rather have extra ruffle at the end than not enough ruffle at the end. Because I did maths, I didn't just haphazardly cut. I did think about cutting 2.5 to 3 times the length that I needed and cut set amount. And just slowly pinching and moving along from one end to the next. It's very riveting. Spellbinding. Spellbound, spellbound. Oh. Yeah, I was seeing yesterday there was already planning the new rounds of riots and things for today. They were like fast on with those. Whoever was, either they had some advance warning or they just happened to have a whole bunch of professional protest posters already like in the hopper with the date. Like they were just perfect. Ready to go as of last night. I know, this is super riveting watching Phoenix walk ruffles before we get to stitching. We do sew around here. So sometimes I just need to drum up a little anticipation while we just see how it's, get a inkling in our brain how it might look. Oh. Ruffles! Red ruffles, red ruffles. Not red rubles, red ruffles. Riveting is for jeans, not dress ruffles. Oh, Allie, you are so punny. Oh, let's see here. Oh my god, a pocket hidden by ruffles. Just have a part of knot sewn over the top where the pocket opening would be, and to be held with hooks and eyes. That is a sounds like an idea. Maybe I will add a secret pocket to Rufflemania. No, that was the other project. This is like Ruffle Mini. There's so few ruffles. I only ruffled like 20 yards. It's like that's not gonna take that long. You know that you've ruffled way more. It's, anything less than 70 just doesn't sound like that long, like it's gonna take that long anymore. I'm not going to pin the ruffle section down. I'm just going to drive the machine slowly and carefully. And don't get excited, Phoenix, until we get to the end. Those protesters vocalize online in many apps. It is not hard for the police to get wind of the next protest and wear it. Yeah, they're not very secretive. But I don't think they want to be. I was listening to a chap, Joe Dolio, on Locals yesterday, and his historical view with modern events, kind of talking about how we might be at a second, like, bloody Kansas time in America. And yeah. Yeah, well, things, they just keep getting curiouser and curiouser. And now I just want to go eat curry. Maybe later. Oh, me. I think I'm not going to get excited yet. That is premature excitement, a surefire. The fastest path to disappointment is premature excitement. Don't succumb today. Don't get overly excited that your project is finished and is going to fit perfectly. Wait till you're actually done. Then you can just be excited. Okay, I've got this much skirt and a lot more ruffle on the floor. So I think we can make some red piping for another project. All of the extra pieces, but we're not there yet. Actually, I will probably cut some 7/8 inch strips so that I can have them for the back lacing loops. Oh, Allie, you can only imagine if a kitten saw you doing that with those ruffles. Pounce, pounce. Oh, don't tease me with little kittens pouncing on ruffle piles. That's one of the most adorable things. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, no, everybody's sleeping except for where they're also being upset by sounds coming from the outside. Who's outside making noises like that? How dare they disrupt me? I know a kitten could never resist. It's too much kitten season, and with the little bit of the tear debacle, keep seeing somebody has like 3-week-old bottle feeds that need a whole new place, and I thought about it, but Dove's heart's not ready for that yet. Alright, I'm not going to bother walking. I think it's that somehow I'm going to magically have just enough. Maybe one ruffle section to spare. Can I? So, we're not pinned, but there's the skirt and then there's the ruffle section. It's going to be great. Let's start. Let the stitching beginning. Oh, I need to do this from the other side and the top. All right. Next. Oh, kitten pounces on ruffles. Maybe next week. No, probably not. All right, we're going to keep the zipper foot on so that I can attach the ruffles to the top. We'll sew one row, then we'll fold the ruffle top over and stitch again. But I need the other end. Oh, Jiminy Christmas and a pile of ruffles to your toe. Oh, that's funny. Alright, well. It's a good thing it looked like we calculated that we had extra because there is the flubbed up end. Ooh, this is alright. I know that this is going to be fine, but I'm starting to lose my confidence a little bit, so I might take this to I might sew this by myself and then just be on Wednesday like, ta-da! I foresee what my word is trying to say is getting the top of the ruffled edge super abutted to the bottom of the piping and feeling and catching everything is going to require Phoenix to spend a lot of pay attention. And there's people at the door. All right, everybody, don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And I will be back on Wednesday. All right, no prolonged goodbyes. All right, bye.